Hello everyone. Today we are in conversation with Mr. N.K. Mehta, founder and CEO, Secure Network Solutions. Mr. Mehta is a seasoned security professional and a strong advocate of digital transformation. Before founding his company, he worked as the Assistant Vice President, IT and Network Security for Gulf International Bank. And prior to that, he worked for Tata Motors as the Network Manager. Today, he'll help us dive deeper into the topic of data breaches. So let's find out what he has to say about data breaches and its impact on the Indian landscape. Hello, Mr. Mehta. So first up, I'd like to understand, could you elaborate more on the reasons behind the growth in data breaches?
Well, good day to everyone first, and thanks digital media for this opportunity. Today, data is not confined to a particular location for any organization. It's spread out throughout, whether it's on premises or in public cloud or private cloud, SaaS, say, or even the mobile devices. Users are also accessing the data from anywhere using any devices. Well, this is the demand of the business, the latest business after pandemic. You also know today data is the new oil. Rather, people tell it's the new gold. Now, if such data is lying everywhere, of course, the attackers also will be everywhere, isn't it? Today, if you see, the number of connected devices have increased exponentially after the pandemic, and it is still growing with the launch of 5G services. Connectivity is everywhere, so people from rural network are also connecting. I will say the IoT devices, even the personal IoT devices. You buy a car, you have multiple IoT devices there, or even at home, IoT devices are also there, which are all getting connected to this system. As a result, the attack surface area is increasing. This is, I think, also giving a wider scope to attackers to penetrate into the network. I think all these
Absolutely.
combinations, if you take together, is giving rise to this phenomenon called data breach.
Absolutely. So, on that note, Mr. Mehta, what are some of the trends and technologies that we can really expect in the data protection space or in the data protection market going forward, especially in 2023?
Yes, the biggest trend which I expect to see is the AI and machine language, artificial intelligence, machine language getting, I will say, integrated into the present data protection techniques. Now, present data protection techniques can be anything, the NGFW or a DLP or a EDR or a DDoS. All of them are going to utilize this AI and ML for better protection, for better data privacy. But please note, if we have access to this AI ML, attackers also have access to same AI ML. So the attacks are also going to be sophisticated. So it's like a cat and mouse race. It's not going to decrease in near future soon. However, one important point to be noted, and in fact, we saw these trends last year also, the attacks on the endpoint. That means endpoint came out as the weakest link. No more perimeter was, the attack point for the attackers. The endpoint is the weakest link. So a lot of attacks are happening on endpoints, your mobile devices, and it is going to increase further. IoT, this is a new thing which is going to increase not only for the manufacturing IoT, even for personal IoT devices, attack is going to increase. And if we see traditionally, the sectors which were affected were banking, healthcare, telecom. These are like evergreen, grounds for attackers. But now the shift is happening towards utility services, utility companies like electricity or oil and gas, even for manufacturing, including automobiles. These, industries are also seeing a lot of attacks happening. Also, one important point which is going to increase in 2023, which we are predicting, is attack on mobile devices, personal mobile devices, because we are carrying a lot of confidential data nowadays, banking transaction data. So a lot of attacks is going to happen on mobiles as well. I think cloud, we all know customers are moving towards cloud. So cloud attacks are going to further increase and will go on increasing in an exponential way, because cloud providers are saying that your data is secure, but however, it's like police saying our city is secure because we have 10 police stations, but then still
Right.
people have to lock their doors, right?
Absolutely.
So I think these all factors, these are the trends which we'll keep on seeing. A few more things if I have to add, focused ransomware, threats from within. Verizon data report mentioned the insider threats is about 34%. This is going to further increase. But one good thing I like to tell, and this is a message for all CTOs, CIOs, and CISOs in the world, that as the news of so much cyber attacks are spreading, it's making waves into the company boards. I'm sure they are going to get a lot of more budget than what they used to get earlier. So this will be a good news as well, right? Hope that
Absolutely.
answers this question.
Right. So, of course, you mentioned that the rate of attacks would go up and threats, insider threats would also increase. So, how can, really, seeking help from partners like yourself, how can, businesses really seek, data breach protection advice and services from, companies like SNS India? And what difference really you bring to the table,
Thank you for this question, because this question is from my heart, and this I will love to answer anytime,
Absolutely.
even if my sleep, even if I'm sleeping, if you raise me, it will be same. Look, we are one of the few companies who do only data security, and this we are doing for last 23 years. I think 23 years back, there was no company doing only data security. I think only antivirus was picking up, but today it's being talked in the board. For last 23 years, we are doing only cybersecurity. So this has given us great experience. Our team is filled with cybersecurity experts. And I always say, if you have a heart problem, go to a heart specialist, not a general specialist. So if you
Right.
have any concern to the data security or cybersecurity, go to cybersecurity specialist, not to any system integrator, right? So today customers are investing a lot on the latest protection techniques, latest tools and techniques. But please note, if customers are buying Ferrari, they are investing in Ferrari and they want to win a World Racing Cup using that Ferrari, they also need a Ferrari driver, not a normal driver, right? We are that Ferrari
Absolutely.
driver which can help customers to win the journey of cybersecurity. Do I need
Right.
to add more, Pooja? You want to add more?
No, I think you summed up pretty well. On that note, we'd like to end this rapid fire session. Thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to Digital Tech Media. And it's always good to interact with people like you who are experts in their field. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Digital Tech Media. Take care.